Exclusive coverage. Open the base. The best MC battles.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Chris. Unbias Review.
Live from Atlanta, Georgia. Reviews, news, battle rap. With your host, Chris. Unbias Review.
When I'm in a conflict, the way he gets a guilty conscience, like meet Darrell, who after a URL battle event walks in on a rival battle MC having sex with his broad. Hold up, stop. Before you walk in the door, the second floor hotel room and see Rex fucking your whore, you better think of the consequence. Who are you? I'm your motherfucking lack of confidence. That's nonsense. Go in, gaff with a midget and run to one of your homies' cribs. But what if he ain't fucking her? Come on, you know he is. Just think about it before you walk in that door first. But picture that short smurf lifting your whore's skirt.
Oh, what up, man? It's your boy Chris. Unbias Review checking in. About to give you a breakdown of Arsonal versus Illmac. I did a video a while ago, man. I had like the top 5 most overrated battle rappers. And on that list, I think I had Goods. I think I had Cortez. I think I had Illmac. I had Awkwards. And maybe Mav Hoffa. Those might have been my top 5. I don't completely feel that way to this day right now, but I did at the time when I did the battle. I didn't kind of educated myself on battle rap a little bit more. So, there's definitely some more people I feel probably worthy of that spot. However, Illmac was on that list. And he was probably the person that people defended more than anybody else. People used to email me all the time and say, man, you sleeping on Illmac. Illmac nice, he this, he that. Like, he had the WRC battles, the 2-on-2s with the swords, all these different battles he had. And I won't front, like Illmac is not a good battle rapper. Obviously he has great freestyles, but my issue with him is since battles have went written, he just hasn't done well as far as like against top competition. People keep wanting to say, well, he beat Erg and he beat Bender and he did beat Disaster, which was a good victory for him. So that tends to be the main thing that people want to tell me. But if I ask you to give me your top 20 battle rappers, Bender wouldn't be on there, and neither would Erg. So it's like you may beat certain people, but you're not beating top battle rap competition. When you face Hollow the Don, you lost 3-0. When you face Conceited, you lost 3-0. And I know everybody gonna say he battled him on the same day. Anybody would have lost against those top 2 competitors on the same day. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? We move into this Arsonal battle. I told people Illmac would never beat Arsonal. I don't care. And let me just clear up any controversy, because I hear a lot of people talking about Illmac, some bitch shit Arsonal did or whatever. This is what happened. If you ordered the stream, the pay-per-view stream that King of the Dot had, then you would clearly see the stream showed more than just the battles. It showed the entire venue. It showed the interviews that they had with certain people, whether it was Lush, whether it was Poison Pen, whether it was Illmac, Erg, DNA. They had interviews with everybody. Now, they interviewed Illmac before Erg and DNA even battled. Now, Erg and DNA was a battle that took place way before Cannabis and Disaster. Before Cannabis and Disaster and Erg and DNA, Illmac was interviewed. And in the interview, he has a cup in his hand. I remember this vividly because I was thinking to myself, damn, he looked very comfortable. That's what I was thinking in the interview. Now, he wasn't really fucked up. He wasn't slurring his speech. He wasn't doing none of that. But you can tell he was feeling good, maybe a slight buzz or whatever. They interviewed Arsonal. He talked about the battle. So as far as they was concerned, both of them knew that the battle was taking place later on that night. Now, they went on after Cannabis and Disaster. Apparently, Arsonal didn't get the rest of his money. He was bitching about his money not being right, so he refused the battle. So a lot of people have this bullshit reason saying that Arsonal delayed the battle purposely, and then Illmac got drunk, and then that's why Illmac didn't perform. Well, that's all bullshit. Illmac should never be drinking in the first place. I just came from Chicago. I watched Big T, Clips, A-Verb, X Factor, JC, Young Cannon, Big Cannon, Old Red. None of them dudes. I met all of those guys at the battle prior to their battle. All they were drinking was water. Nobody had no mixed drinks. The only people that had like mixed drinks and liquor were battle rappers that weren't battling, like Calico and some of the other battle rappers that were there. They were drinking, but the battle rappers that were performing later were all drinking water. So it's Illmac's responsibility to make sure that he's prepared for a battle. He can't get fucked up before the battle and then, you know, expect to do well. So in the battle, in the stream, it looked like Illmac got killed. I ain't gonna front. It looked like he didn't win a round. He got killed. He was just completely whack. Once I saw it on YouTube, I was able to give Illmac a little bit more credit. He had like a crazy Eminem scheme in the third round, even though he choked in the third. You know, he definitely kind of lost his step, repeated his bars a couple times and tried to freestyle his way out of it. It was just mad sloppy. I'm not gonna even give you my usual round by round breakdown. I think it's clear as far as I'm concerned. Arsonal won 3-0. Illmac had some good moments, but he was just saying stuff to me that had already been said besides the Rex battle. You know, the whole trick, you know, maybe you use Wale's ID, like that was said by Calico.
Crossing customs lets you know how fake Arsonal might be. Either his record's never been charged or was wiped clean, which means you're not a gangster, cooperated, or Wale let you borrow his ID.
The rubber band. Nigga, your whole life is only worth a couple grand. This is what Wale would look like if Rick Ross said give him another chance.
He just, to me, he didn't really touch on any, even though he was hitting Arsonal with personals, he didn't touch on anything that I felt like hadn't been said already. You know, he talked about Arsonal driving a bus. Like, he just hit on a lot of subjects that's already been hit. So if you can't really create any new personals and you can't beat Arsonal on that street shit, you ain't gonna really beat Arsonal. Arsonal just too versatile for you. And a lot of people hate on him, they don't like him or whatever, but you know, he's one of the best battle rappers out, period. Whether you like him or not, like, the dude is crazy with bars, he got jokes, and as long as he's not overdoing the jokes, he'll give any nigga a problem. It's just as simple as that. So this battle, 3-0 Arsonal, that line he had about the whole respect, you know, Surf would never battle Suge, Suge would never battle me. You know, that whole thing he had about Hitman and A-Verb, like, that whole scheme was crazy.
When God made him Thesaurus, Pat Stay, Hollahan, Hitman, and A-Verb, that's when he really brought the bitches out. Because real niggas that's real niggas might scrap to settle their difference out. But real niggas don't stand face to face for a crowd to put each other's business out. You'll never see old Red battle Surf, or see Surf battle Suge, or see Suge battle me, because we don't do that in the hood. If we got problems, we can squash them by quickly shooting the 3. Y'all lack loyalty and R-E-S-P-E-C-T. If it wasn't for Thesaurus spilling the beans, I would have never knew that he wrote your raps. If it wasn't for Hollahan being a fiend, I probably would have did worse with Pat. Cause I swear on my dead dog, them niggas must have been smoking crack. Hollahan caught me on speaker and told Pat Stay to rehearse his raps. So everything that man spit to me, I heard in advance. I'm disturbed by your camps, and Hitman thought Verb was his man. If it wasn't for Verb, I would have never knew how the baby mother be jerking him off. If it wasn't for Hitman, I would have never knew A-Verb really worked in the mall. See, where I'm from, cops get shot. It's no purpose for y'all, but we do abide by hood rules, and all 6 of y'all faggots have broken the laws.
That was the best bar or set of bars for me the entire battle. Arsonal did spit a lot of filler. He spit a mad gun talk in his battle, and I sometimes don't like that. But he don't really need to do a lot of gun talk in the King of the Dot battle. It's not necessarily, because they don't really come with a lot of gun talk, so he can kind of dumb it down a little bit. But all in all, it was a good battle by Arsonal. Illmac is good with freestyles. And those older battles when he was winning all of those championships, those were freestyle battles. And he's great at those. But when you match him up with a really versatile battle rapper like Hollow the Don, like Arsonal, Conceited really not much of a versatile battle rapper, but he did kill Illmac 3-0 still. But Hollow the Don is very unorthodox. He can beat you a multitude of ways. Arsonal is the same way. He can beat you a multitude of ways too. When you go into battles with them, you don't really know what angle they're going to go. Arsonal can give you a bunch of jokes. He can give you a bunch of gun talk. He can give you some schemes, some freestyles. He's really all over the place with how he battles you. And Illmac just don't match up well with people like that. Like, until Illmac can be a street battle rapper, and it's not even like URL over King of the Dot or King of the Dot over URL. Illmac just has to be able to beat a street battle rapper. He just gets pumped. And he was just doing like sucker shit in this battle too. Like, he was trying to promote his CD. He was drinking all through Arsonal's rounds. He was turning around, looking at organic, like, is Arsonal going over his minutes, spinning around. I had Arsonal talking to his back. Like, he was just doing whole shit, man, talking through the battle. Arsonal did speak a few times in this battle, called a couple of his bars whack or whatever, but to me, Illmac, I mean, the nigga was like pulling out his CD and shit for you to like look at it during the battle. Like, he's just doing stupid stuff that I hadn't even really seen him. I ain't never really seen him act like this in a battle, you know. So that's why I got a man unbiased review. I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. Arsonal 3-0. You might be able to find a way to get Illmac a round. Maybe you can find a round in round 1 or 2 that you might want to give him, you know. But either way, Arsonal clearly won. This is a clear win for Arsonal. That's what it is, man. Unbiased review. Shout out to the Facebook group. We out. Peace.